building the buying energy. So if we're able to build the buying energy when we're generating sales, generating donations, then it's sustainable. It's always flowing. I heard this quote, sales, cash flow is the lifeblood of businesses. So no lifeblood, no life. And so this has been the conversation that's been coming up all week for me with colleagues, clients, friends, family, and it's building the buying energy. So that's what I've been taking a look at is people's sales pages, people's webinars, and how to deliver value every step of the way in the most clear and concise language. How to deliver value in the most clear and concise language, and what sequence to deliver value in. And how to do that in a sales perspective of building the buying energy so that people are clear on what the next step is and they feel the benefit for them. They feel the problems that are going to be solved and they see how it all works for taking that next step. And this quote, building the buying energy, I really like it because it gives me a different frame than, say, sales or persuasion or influence or all these different things. That's like, to me, I just get the feeling of like you're really trying to get somebody to do something. Where when I look at through the frame of building the buying energy, it's like, okay, what does a person need to know to make an informed decision? What do they need to feel? What do they need to see? What sequence does that need to be the most efficient? And then bringing a person to decide either way for themselves. And I first heard this from someone, I didn't come up with this one. I really wish I could remember the name of the person who I first heard from. I only talked to him once and I like to give credit to people. But yeah, and he just said that in passing. I said, I really like that. So the clients I've been working with, especially this week, this is something that we all really resonate with is, whether it's a sales page or a webinar, how can we build that buying energy up? And so to build upon last week's theme, again, I didn't plan this, but this has just been the topic of the week. I can see how this really relates to last week. So it's sustainability, being like, okay, how does the cash flow need to flow short-term, medium-term, and long-term for this project? And if there needs to be more cash in the short term, how can we build the buying energy? How can that work? So for you, with your product, with your team, whatever it is, there's always money flowing. That's what we want to look at here is building the buying energy as simply as possible, as clearly as possible, and let's throw some fun in the mix, as enjoyably as possible. And so today we'll go into the subconscious flow state experience, releasing any resistance to building the buying energy. That could be fog that comes in of confusion. It could be self-worth issues of receiving money. It could be vulnerability issues of being like, oh, well, if I show all the steps in my product, then I'm really showing me. And if they don't like the product, then they don't like me. Again, self-worth type deals, vulnerability type deal, authenticity type deals. So we'll release any resistance around that. And I think we'll also release neediness too, because no secret that neediness can be a big thing in sales. So really looking at this from, okay, we're not trying to arm wrestle somebody to do something. Instead, we're getting the energy, we're building the buying energy, and then they can make that decision from a fully informed mind, body, spirit place in the simplest way as possible. So let me know in the chat if there's any other items that you feel that's relevant for you to release on this. And as we release this, what this means for all of us is that the people that we're here to serve, it's easier for them to step into our world and buy our products, services, whatever it is, and receive that support, receive that service. So we want to make it as easy as possible to say yes. And we want to feel like a fit, like a glove fit, that what we have is exactly what they're looking for.